All right, take 12. So we're just going to do a brief little routine here to get our breathing going, get some expansion in the lungs, do a little self-massage, head and neck, chest. This feels good to stimulate the skin, helps us breathe better, helps us calm us down. All right, so we're going to begin with the breathing, just relaxing the shoulders. And we're going to roll the shoulders back, kind of using the upper arm to roll the shoulder back, slight pinch between the shoulder blades, opening up the chest. Breathe in, roll the shoulders forward. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Kind of find a nice rhythm here. Slow the breath down. Let the shoulders do the cueing for the breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. One nice big breath in, feeling that stretch all the way down the sternum into the belly. And breathe out all the way down the spine to the tailbone. Roll the shoulders. All right. We're going to start with a little some percussion on the top of the head and work our way down through the lungs. Rub the hands together. I always like to start this way. I don't know. Kind of became a habit for me. All right. Shake out the wrist, loose fingers. Tapping the top of the head, front to back, center to the sides. All while breathing. You can especially get that base of the skull there where your neck muscles attach. They call that the jade pillow in Qigong, and it could be an area of stagnation and tension, as we all know. Okay, you can also use loose fists here, gently. We're not trying to beat our brains out, we're simply trying to wake them up a little bit. All right, hands again. I'm going to do some gentle stroking with the fingers, fingertips, finger pads, down the throat, from the jawline to the collarbone, working your way back along that SCM muscle, from the ear down to the collarbone. And it's not real hard pressure. We have a lot of tubing in there, a lot of pathways. They tend to get pinched off because of our necks being so tight and in these head forward positions. So just want to do real gentle, opening the tissue type of massage. Also helps move the lymph fluid, which I think can get stagnated from our lack of head turning and stagnant neck positions. So just do that a few times on each side. I'm going to follow the SCM muscle. And that SCM muscle is that really, which one am I going here? This really big muscle that comes back from the back of your head down to the collarbone. We're going to follow those muscles down to where they attach to the collarbone, and then coming under the collarbone where that attaches to your sternum. There's two joints here that should move when we raise the shoulder blades up. Sometimes they don't. I find this with a lot of my clients. This joint gets stuck. So it can be a little tender there. So we'll just take one side. I'm using two fingertips and just massaging that area, getting some movement through the joint, rolling the arm. This is a very important acupressure point as well. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Do the other side. Find that hinge there, loosen up the hinge. All right, so on this side, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to massage in small circles with my fingertips all the way out to that hollow under where the collarbone attaches to the upper arm. Do that a few times. This area can get really tight and tender and sore, but it's an area that gets really contracted when we're sitting in these forward positions a lot, and that's part of our lung opening that we can be very lacking in. All right, opening up the arm. Come to the other side. massaging. And so we're connecting one very important acupressure point with yet another one. This is where the lung meridian begins in this hollow. Now, I'm not going to go a whole lot into meridians in this particular video, but just trust me on this one. It's an important point. All right, taking fingertips again, we're just going to tap in the sternum and all along that area, the tissue, the pectoralis muscle, as far as you can get to come out toward the shoulder joints. All right, I'm going to take one hand, patting that area, and then down the arm, and then up the back of the arm. So I'm coming down from that hollow, through the inside of my arm to the hand, up the outside. Nice brushing. You can be a little vigorous with this. Feels really good. Gets circulation going to the skin surface. Nice and warm. Some twisting and rubbing, especially if you've been doing things with your hands in that contracted, flexed position. This can feel really good. Not as good as somebody else doing it, but you know, always have to make do, right? All right, let's come to the other side. Down. Nice breath in and out. I always say the out because sometimes we breathe in and we forget to breathe out again. That's an important part of it. All right. Scrubbing, rubbing, twisting. All right, shake out the hands. Back to the sternum. Breathing in, coming down the sternum toward the bottom of the rib cage, under the ribs. Give a little massage there. This is where the diaphragm is. Stroking down the belly. So I'm just taking palms, pushing it a little bit, moving lines down the abdomen from the rib cage to the pelvis, long sides, circles. Going clockwise is the direction of the digestive flow. All right. Do rib slapping on the side. And here's a little added exercise for strengthening the intercostal muscles, the muscles that are between the ribs. They get very tight too, and if your ribs can't expand, then you can't really get full breaths. And I see this also a lot with my clients, is they have very locked rib cages. So this is a contributor possibly to osteoporosis. So strengthening this muscle, a little bit of a kind of an isometric exercise. So you're taking your hands. Now if you have osteoporosis, you can just place your hands here. You don't need to create the resistance, but it's a way of strengthening these muscles. All right, so you're going to place your hands on the sides of the ribs, kind of encompassing them as much as you can with your palm. And as we breathe in, I'm actually giving a little resistance with my hands back in against the ribs. And then as I exhale, really pushing the ribs together. Breathing in, trying to push my hands apart with my breath, but my hands are resisting. And breathing out. Get a better grip. One more time. And breathing out. All right, for the massage, you can tap again, brush it down, shake it all out. We'll do a couple more breaths, rolling in, rolling out. Nice breath in. You can extend the arms here, opening up front of the chest. Nice trusting, open. I am healthy. I am trusting move. Exhale, drawing back in. I am relaxed. Breathing in. I am open. Breathing out. Breathing in. My immune system is strong. And breathing out. Last one for the win. Breathe in. And breathe out. Roll all the way down, relax the spine. All right, that's it, we're done. I encourage you to try this in part or in whole whenever you're feeling tight, whenever you're feeling any kind of sign that you've not been breathing well, if you're feeling stressed, anxious, overwhelmed, overloaded, you just need some touch. Again, it's always nice to have somebody else massaging you, but sometimes we have to just, be there for ourselves. So please experiment with that. You can pat, punch, slap anything, and it feels really nice. All right, so till next time, be well, and thank you for joining me.